Hi, this is Rob Allen with TruckMountForums, and I'm here to show you how to rebuild a blower. And most of the time, probably 99% of the time, the problem with a blower is it's a bad bearing. Hear that movement in there? Going back and forth? What happens is you've got your belts on here pulling from that engine, putting a tremendous amount of force on that bearing, and what happens over time, it wallows out and it makes this sound. Now, the tolerances of your lobes inside here are very, very close. You barely even get a piece of paper between them. So that little bit of movement right there will lead you to believe that your blower is either gone out or you've jumped timing, which I'd like to clear up right now. A blower doesn't jump timing because it doesn't have a belt on it. It has gears on it. Now, a tooth can break, but that's very rare. So 99% of the time it's a bearing, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to replace this bearing today. Alright, so first of all, take the 3 screws out on top using a 5/16 socket. Alright, after you've got your 3 sheave bolts out of there, take 2 of them, put them in the extra 2 threaded holes. Snug them. Alright, to help it break loose, it's a good idea to get a second person, get a large pair of pliers. So I'll get Dave, my assistant here, to hold this steady. So I work it down. Separate it gently. Not overdoing it. One step at a time. So 1 turn at a time. Maybe even a half a turn. Keep working it, and we'll separate it. And then take the hammer, tap it a little more. Remember, don't overhit on it. Work your way down. I'll go almost a full turn. Yeah, it's coming apart real nice and easy, see? Very nice. Once you get it past the point and starts moving, you slide right out of there. Sometimes you need the assistance of somebody holding it or a large pair of pliers. Yep, right on out of there. It's almost like you turn with your fingers now. Okay. After you got to that point with these, take your longer screws and finish separating it out of there. Remember, we use the original screws, or bolts should I say, with it to get it going. Okay, one out there. Alright, let's one out. Okay. Take your 2 longer ones. Right this side. Actually, let's see if it'll just pull right apart now. Yep. It's already separated from it. Let go, Dave? Yep, she's nice and loose. Okay. Now I'm just going to pull this off of there. Okay, remember the original 3 bolts that I took out that held the sheave in place? You can use those to get it started with, like I showed you before. Tap down on it lightly, have somebody hold it with a pair of pliers. Now granted, you can go get a harmonic balancing puller or something like that. You can rent one at Advance and that will do the same thing. But if you're just use a little bit of creativity, you could do it this way also, and it works just as well. Now the 2 bolts I'm going to replace it with, after I've got it started and broken loose, everything, then you can just put some number 6s in there. You don't have to put number 8s in there. These are number 8 hardened, and these are 6 hardened right here. You don't want to start off with 6 hardened because you might mess things up. Alright, but you need it fully threaded all the way so it can knock it out of there. Tighten it 1 turn again, keeping it level. See, she's just gently sliding out of there. I did put a little PB blaster right in the center also to help. Get it moving. But it actually comes off a whole lot easier than you think. Especially after you've done a couple of them. Of course, this might be your first one. So just follow the procedure that I showed you. It should go relatively simple. Especially if you're somewhat mechanically inclined. As you can see, that sheave is separating right now. It's almost out of there. Keeping it nice and level. Last bit with the hub key in there. So slow it down just a little. Remember, try to keep it level. Keep the same amount of turns on each side. Working it. Okay, you might want to take the hammer, just gently hit it, break it loose on the one side because it's going to come off just a little bit on level. Lift up on it, and voila. There she is. Take that off. Take the pulley off. Gently knock out your key. Your hub key. Set that down then. Alright. Switch over your ratchet. Take your front plate off. Actually, before you even do that, okay, grab your 9/16 socket. Work off the whole front plate.